Hi guys, so if you remember in last week's video I talked about fast fashion and talked about 3 different categories that you can just make sure that your clothing falls into before purchasing it if you want to live a more sustainable lifestyle. And those 3 categories were sustainable fashion, which was the impact on the environment, ethical fashion, which is the impact on human rights, and the third one was slow fashion, which is the impact on the lifespan or the quality of the clothing. For this week's video, I thought it would be kind of a good idea to dive deeper into one of those categories and just talk about one of the ways that I've already found useful in making the change to being a more conscious consumer. I decided this week I would talk about slow fashion and specifically one way that you can, 1, start saving money, and 2, be a more sustainable shopper. That category is slow fashion. Slow fashion is finding items that are durable and good quality that can have a longer lifespan, or as I define it, finding a way to give clothing a longer lifespan. One of the ways that I found that works really well is Poshmark. Now, if you've never heard of Poshmark, it's an app that you can just have on your phone, and at any time of the day you can pull out, whether you're waiting for your coffee or walking to class or work or something, just shop on Poshmark and find what you're looking for. From the lowest price point as Forever 21 to the highest price point of Chanel, they have sellers that are trying to sell their slightly used or brand new items. Anyone can be a seller on Poshmark. It's a way for girls to clear out their closets and give their clothing a second home. It's a great way to save money and still be on trend and shop brands that you're still familiar with. What I love most about Poshmark is I feel that whenever I buy something from someone on there, I am taking a piece of clothing and expanding their lifespan, because that person's probably selling it because they no longer like it, or it doesn't fit their style, or they just never got around to wearing it, which I know that's how I feel about a lot of my clothing, which is why I sell a lot of my clothing on Poshmark, because it's better than donating it, because at least you're selling it to someone who is going to give it a second life in a way. A lot of the items listed on Poshmark are also cheaper than what you would get it for at the actual retailer. This is because a lot of people are just trying to get rid of or sell their clothing that they no longer wear. Whether or not they are trying to make a profit on it or not, they are just trying to give their clothing to someone who's actually going to wear it. Whether you're selling your clothing or purchasing your clothing, you can either sell your clothing and get a little bit of a profit for what you're getting rid of, where you would get 0 profit if you donated it. And also, if you're shopping on there, you might get something you really want at cheaper than what you would have gotten for it at the regular retailer. So it's kind of a win-win for both the seller and the buyer. And one way that I dealt with this personally is not only do I sell my gently used or sometimes even new clothing on my Poshmark closet, link below, I've also shopped on Poshmark. And one time I did this because I really wanted a pair of Girlfriend Collective leggings, and the actual retailer Girlfriend Collective no longer sold them, or it was just for a pre-sale event and I didn't get my hands on them. So I went to Poshmark, typed in Girlfriend Collective, filtered it out by my size, and I got my hands on a pair when they were no longer being sold, and I could still buy them. And I'm pretty sure, I actually don't know how much they retail for, but I'm pretty sure I got them for a little bit cheaper than what I would have gotten if I bought them from the retailer. That person, whether they were trying to make a profit off of me or not, they were able to pass on the leggings, and now I wear those almost every single day. So it's just a great example of saving money and being on trend and slowing down fashion. What more could you ask for? It's just a great way to start making a change and start slowing down fashion in some aspect, because you can still shop the brands that you're familiar with, and you can still, expand the lifespan of that piece of clothing. And I think that it's just a great alternative. Another really good method that you can use Poshmark for is when you sell clothing, you get Poshmark credit too. You can either get the actual dollar amount and cash it out, or you can use that for credit on something else. So say you really want something, well, why don't you sell something that's in your closet that's similar or you no longer wear, in order to get Poshmark credit and then find someone who is selling what you're really looking for. It's just the best first step into making that shopping secondhand, looking for things. I wouldn't even call Poshmark secondhand, because everything that I've ever purchased from a seller on Poshmark has come in like pristine condition, as if I just took it home from the mall. You know, why not just start there? Like, if you really want something from Topshop, why not look to see if someone is already selling it on there before you buy it from Topshop itself? Like, it's just easy, it's simple, and it's a good way to start being more of a conscious shopper and slow down fashion. I hope you liked this short little video. I just wanted to kind of break down what Poshmark is and how it's really good for saving money and slowing down fashion and staying on trend. Like, easy way for you to start making this change. So if you're interested, you can always shop my closet, check my Instagram below, check my website, and I make new videos every week, so make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.